1935 Jewett Kestrel. Lovely little car. This 7 horsepower side valve engine in this nice dark overlight grey. We're going to start by having a look at the bodywork, then we'll check the interior out, and then we'll go for a cold engine starter. Obviously these pre-war ones, you kind of hold them to a slightly different standard to your more modern classics. You can allow them a little bit of patina here and there. This one was restored in 2015. Front wing, the sort of brass on the lights, arguably could do with a polish, but it's in nice condition. Front wing itself, it's got a couple of marks here and there, but it's generally nice and smooth and straight. There's a little chip just there, and there's a couple of little scuffs where the bonnet's been lifted up and down without lifting it all the way up. And there is a light crack just in the paint just there underneath and inside that arch. Apart from a little bit of road grime, is all nice and tidy. It's on these nice black wire wheels with the sort of stainless center caps. Continuing down this side, it's got a hand painted pinstripe, this one. Been polished a little bit thin there, but the rest of it is all nice. It's really straight as well for a hand painted job. All nice and cleaned on the bonnet. A couple of little imperfections in the paint here and there, but generally pretty good. Furniture for the bonnet handles are nice as well. A-pillar's good, there's no sort of stone chips or anything on there. And the stainless whip around the window is nice. It could do with a bit of a polish if we're being sort of picky, but it's not horrible. Couple of little marks just there, and then up onto the roof you've got your canvas slide back roof. Looks to be nice and taut. Section behind it is good. There's a couple of little marks in the paint, as is on the actual painted section of the roof. The paint isn't perfect on the car, but it's certainly good enough for the era of the car to use and all that sort of stuff. Nice and clean on the glass on this side. Running board is solid. If I give it a good push, it's not moving anywhere. There's a little split in the rubber across the top there. Underneath, a little bit of surface rust that could do with being cleaned off and painted, but it's all there. You can see exactly what's going on. It's not caked in under seal or anything like that. You can see exactly where you stand with it, which is always nice. It's nice and solid under there. Coming down this side, rear door, all good there. There's not really anything to whinge about there. Little chip in the paint just here. Arch on the back is solid all the way around. Another little chip there. Another good wheel and tyre. The tyres look to be, I would say, relatively new by the looks of things. Coming around on the back, you do have indicators and brake lights on this one. Chrome work on the bumper is good. Lower half below that is nice. Got a good plate on it as well, WF816. It's quite nice, isn't it? You can see the underside of the spare wheel there. That's accessible through here. So that folds flat. Got a picnic table, or you can obviously put your luggage on there if you like. But in there looks to be all good. Decent spare wheel as well, certainly get you home. Like I say, a couple of imperfections in the paint, but it's all on there. It looks the part. Little scratch just here, another light one there. In fact, that one's on top of the paint, that'll come straight off. There's another little mark there. Round on the passenger side. Rear arch, all good all the way around. Little chip just there and a very light scuff there, but again, that feels like it's on top of the paint. Another good wheel and tyre. Got that same pinstripe, it's a blue pinstripe. Cuts the colours up nicely actually. Glass on this side is clear all the way down. Another look at the roof from up here. There's a couple of little marks in the paint just there. Both doors on this side, nice and tidy. Around the hinges are good. Obviously rear opening front doors. Again, nice and solid on this side. Exhaust looks to be pretty new as well, to be fair. And then onto the front section here, nice and tidy down here. There's a light mark. In fact, that's a bit of dust, ignore that, we'll get rid of that. Scuttle across the front is all good. Opening front windscreen as well, with wipers. Nice and neat down that front section again. Couple of little marks on the top of the bonnet. And then the front arch on this side, we've got a mark here, another one there, but the arch itself is solid all the way around. And again, we can have a look inside. It's clean and tidy in there. Round at the front, minor pitting on the lamps, but very, very minor. Glass centers. Grille, it's all nice and straight. Again, tiny amount of pitting, a little polish would make a big difference on that. Got that lovely mascot as well, which got a little bit of a mark there, but other than that, all good. Interior wise, got blue vinyl in the front, and they don't match. That one's got bars in it. That's a solid seat. Driver's seat wise, that's all nice and tidy. It's taut, it's not ripped or torn. The wood is there, it's all solid. It could do with probably a little bit of a polish up. Mileage wise, it shows 55,497. If you check the description, we'll detail everything we know about who, what, where and when. Headlining, it's got a bit of dirt on it, but other than that, it's all good. It's not hanging down, there's no funny smells in there. It's not got any signs of any trapped moisture or anything like that. All good on the rear door card. There is this sort of placard about Jewett's across Africa in the 20s, which is quite interesting. And I believe we do know quite a lot of history about this car, so if you check the description, we'll detail all of that. It has a white vinyl with a blue pipe in the back. It's got a bit of ingrained dirt, presumably from transporting things like that around. But other than that, it's all nice and firm. It's not ripped or torn or anything like that. We've shown you the spare wheel, so you know about that. Rear passenger side, nice on the door card again. Wood's good in the back as well. Dark blue carpet set, which is in nice condition. The backs of the seats are good, they're carpeted as well. They are, by the looks of things, the matching seats. They just have different vinyl on them on the front. I'm assuming it's vinyl, to be fair. Yeah, I would say that's vinyl. So they are, like I say, the same seats, carpeted backs, all that sort of stuff. And then nice and neat on the dash on this side. Under the bonnet, let's say 7 horsepower side valve engine. It's 12 volt as well, this one. Makes life a little bit easier, doesn't it? All nice and neat in there. It's been parked here for a little while. If we look underneath, you'll see it's not dropping any fluids. We'll get it started up. It hasn't been started yet today, so it's going to want a little bit of choke. And away it goes. Clamber all the way in, so you're going to get some dodgy camera work. This one's dead easy. Ignition on. Choke on the bottom of the column there. Pull that out. Hit the button. That's your oil pressure gauge straight away. Ticking over nice and happy. We'll go around the back. Nothing nasty coming out of the exhaust. It was recommissioned a few years ago, so if we check the description, we'll detail all of that in there for you. See the side valve chugging away. It's always nice to see that on an old one. Right, so there you go. 1935 Jewett Kestrel. Any more questions, please get in touch. Thank you.